So today didn't go to plan. I was meant to be seeing a very good friend for a walk, but it didn't happen because I had a meltdown that was triggered by a suggested change of plans for our walk. That really, really sucks. And I think I'm gonna make a separate video on it because actually, silver lining, it did show me quite how much I've learned about myself and my meltdowns since I was diagnosed. But anyway, I've rested all day and now I think I want to just do something with my hands to get me out of my head. But first, decaf coffee. So this is my big heap of art, which I've been collecting for, I want to say like 3 or 4 years. Basically at the start of the pandemic, I really got into art in a major way, and I found a really amazing art community online on Instagram and ended up buying lots of their art. I love it because it's all so unique and it means so much to me because it came from that period of time in my life, and I really want to display it all on my walls. Some of it doesn't need framing or is already framed. Let me show you this, for example. Oh dear, it's all quite dusty. I did dust it all. But so much of it I need to actually frame. And so I went on Amazon actually and bought a lot of these frames that don't have real glass in them because the ones with real glass are really expensive. And I got some black ones, some dark, like fake mahogany like ones. Oh, and I forgot to show you, this one is something that I drew from way back when, 3 or 4 years ago. So some of the art that I'm packing away, let me just show you a few of my favorite pieces, okay? So this is a drawing by a woman called Saba Lache. It's so cute. And I bought it because it just reminded me of my ambitions to live more closer to nature and eventually to get a camper van. Fast forward a few years, we got a camper van, so maybe buying this piece of art had something to do with that, I don't know. Then we have this piece. I forget the brand name that this person shares their art under, but I'll share it in the description. It's a Frida Kahlo print. I love it so much. Andy J. Pizza. If you are a creative and you haven't listened to his podcast all about the creative journey, then I highly recommend it. This is one of his pieces that says, "Embrace the mess," which I absolutely love. Oh, and this one, oh, how could I forget? Nina Cosford. I absolutely love Nina Cosford's illustrations. I got this one. This was a purchase pre-diagnosis. It just reminds me quite how much I didn't understand my brain at that time. All I knew was it's very loud up there.
Hello.
Hi. I have run out of energy to put them all up on the wall, but I think honestly starting projects and finishing them in one day is overrated anyway. So here they are ready to go, and I'll put them on my wall one day this week. I think they look really good. I love it when outfits accidentally match. boy. Good boy. How were your dreams? Did you chase rabbits? Squirrels? Yeah, I think so. Tired. I just finished Strong Female Character by Fern Brady. What a great book. I feel like every book I read that is to do with autism, specifically the memoirs, are just so good. I haven't come across one memoir yet that I haven't really enjoyed, but this one in particular was a bit different because Fern's a comedian. Very funny. She has a way of delivering really difficult topics in an entertaining way, which when you've read a lot about autism is actually appreciated because it can get very heavy. Yeah, she's a very inspiring woman, and I appreciate people like Fern talking openly about their autistic experiences and their life pre and post diagnosis, because in doing this, especially as a person who is like a public figure, they are doing so much work at destigmatizing what it is to be an autistic person. That is just inspiring and phenomenal in my opinion. Oh, such a cozy morning. Yeah, so I think I'm going to read Elizabeth Day's new book, Friendaholic, Confessions of a Friendship Addict. I love Elizabeth Day's podcast, How to Fail. She also has another podcast now that I've not listened to yet, but it's with her and one of her friends who's a therapist, and they talk about friendships. So I'm going to listen to that too. It's a chunky one, but I'm excited to dive in. I've read a few reviews and it seems to be well received, so I always take the back covers off. Wow, Elizabeth Day is the author of 5 novels and 3 works of non-fiction. I didn't realise she'd written so much.
Your brain is flush with chemicals like I was and how I viewed the world. But the platform was pointless unless I actually had something to say.
So I wasn't feeling great this morning, and there's nothing particularly wrong as far as I can tell. It's just a feeling of resistance in my chest to demands that I have that I need to do. And instead of pushing through it, I just decided, you know what, the world is not going to stop if I take an hour or 2 this morning to just center myself and rest and look after myself before I do the things I know that I have to do today. Which is a very strange position to be in as someone who just pushed through and never listened to that internal warning sign. And even though I don't really know what it's trying to tell me, I don't know why I'm feeling this way or particularly what I need, I'm just following my gut right now in terms of what rest I might need. So I woke up and I read my book with Alfie. Took a really slow start to the morning, off screens. And now I've come outside to get some fresh air and some sun. I'm having my coffee, which is my favourite, with my salted caramel in it. Salted caramel syrup in it. And I'm going to journal and maybe just see if journaling helps me to work out what is going on. And if it doesn't, that's okay. And then maybe walk home, have some breakfast, and check in again and see how I'm feeling. Self-compassion, Charlie, self-compassion. And you know what? I've come to this park and I'm just watching all the dogs run around, and it just, I don't know, when you're feeling off, it just reminds you that, like, sometimes joys and little joys are a practice and you have to look for them a little bit. And today I found them. Dogs are so fucking cute.
My mum is helping me out today. She's coming over to help me with the renovation project in our garden. She's very green-fingered, so excited to have her help me. Okay, so the ones we're actually going to get from the thing: jasmine, erigeron, geranium.
What are we moving? It's on wheels.
Yeah, so I just push that.
Yeah.
So right in the corner, I think. You?
Yeah.